Well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in this week. Really appreciate it. I'm David Rugg, and this is my legislative update for the week of July 15th through the 19th. It's going to be a very busy week this week in the 116th Congress. The House has over 20 bills and 8 resolutions to vote on this week. I thought I would highlight 3 of those for you if you get a chance to talk to your member of Congress. These might interest you. H.R. 582 is intended to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. And obviously there's been a lot of talk of that in the news over the last couple of years. And so the House will deal with that this week. It's H.R. 582. There's also H.R. 3494, which is the appropriations bill for the intelligence community, all the different aspects of our intelligence community and the funding for 2020 for that. So the House has been working on a number of the appropriations bills, and this is another one in that long list, H.R. 3494. And then the third one that I'd like to highlight does not have a number yet. That will come up during the week when they finalize this bill, but this bill is intended to find the Attorney General and the Secretary of Commerce in contempt of Congress for not following through on the subpoenas that were issued for them to come and testify on the Hill. So it's likely to make the news, and be interesting to see where those subpoenas go and what happens if the House finds them in contempt of Congress. On the Senate side, there is Judge Peter Phipps, that's P-H-I-P-P-S, Peter Phipps' nomination to the Third Circuit will likely come up for a vote this week. There will be also confirmation of ambassadors to Jamaica and Slovenia. And there'll be a number of tax treaties with various countries that the Senate will be looking at this week. So again, if any of those interest you, certainly can find more information on congress.gov and be able to dialogue with your members of Congress on your position on those particular issues. There are 63 committee hearings this week between the House and the Senate, and I would just highlight 2 of those that I'm interested in. If you go to, again, congress.gov, the very middle of the page, you'll find a link to the committee schedules, and you can view each of the committees by each of the days of the week and see if there are topics that interest you enough, again, to dialogue with your member of Congress. For me, my representative sits on the subcommittee of aviation, and they will be looking at the state of aviation safety in America this week. A number of witnesses. That's on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, and I'll be looking at that particular hearing, or at least a recording of it when it's complete. And then also on Wednesday, the Veterans Committee will be looking at a number of bills, 6 or so different bills, be looking to mark up and bring those to fruition, a number of different topics to support veterans. And as you know, I am a veteran of the Air Force, and so I'm always interested in what the House and the Senate are doing with respect to veterans and their issues. So again, that's the Veterans House Committee and Veterans, 10 o'clock on Wednesday. So that's a quick summary of what I have seen that's going on. Hope you get a chance to look at congress.gov, or another source would be Countable. Countable is a great source where they'll summarize what's happening, and also a website that I contribute to, cd2action.com. come from Minnesota's 2nd Congressional District, and we've put together a website, CD2 Action. If you go to the calendar, you'll find the detail of both the schedule for the upcoming week and the results from last week's voting, cd2action.com. Again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.